Welcome to Cozy Room Podcast. My mommy Shan.
Hey!
My sister Ari.
Say hi, Ari.
Hey. And I'm Anya.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
What up, what up, what up? This is Shannon. This is Cozy Room Podcast. Thank you for listening. This is episode 50. Not 50, but 50. Walking shoes for the kid or not? I think I'm going to have to get Ari some walking shoes, okay? I'm going to tell you why. So, Ari, which is my 1-year-old, I'm starting to notice where she purposely walks on her, like the front pads of her feet or her tippy toes. And because her dad, he really doesn't walk on his heels up all the way, I don't want her to put more pressure on the front of her foot and not have her heels touch her back like his. So I think I'm going to have to go to like Stride Ride and buy some shoes that's going to force her to put her foot down on the ground all the way flat so she can utilize her whole foot while walking, because I remember going to school with kids that walk on their tippy toes, and I don't know if you know, but a lot of the nerves in your whole body and how you feel works from the foot. Like, it's affected from the foot first. So just so she's more comfortable as she grows up, I want to make sure she has on proper shoes. Now, Anya, when she was starting to walk, I did buy her Stride Rides, and she wore them through the summer, like the sandals and stuff. So she walks, flat, and she utilizes her whole foot when she walks. Ari does it sometimes when she walks. So I'm going to try probably today or tomorrow to take her to Stride Ride and get her some shoes, some walking shoes that'll help her utilize her whole foot. Now, walking shoes have come up. They're not as ugly as they used to be. I know when I was younger, walking shoes are like that thick, white, flat shoe, that ugly shoe, that shoe that people be hanging from their little car mirror on the inside of the car. I'm just like, ew. So, excuse me. A good thing is, like, the walking shoe has gotten better for kids. So they're like in all different colors, all different styles. So they look like regular, like sneakers or sandals or whatever. So you don't have to be worried about, everybody's going to know my child has walking shoes. You ain't got to worry about that. But it's a smart thing to buy if your kid is not walking properly on their foot. So I'm going to buy her a pair. Unfortunately, I can't talk to her dad about it because we cannot speak. So that'll be something she just wears when she's with me. She's only with him for 2 days, so 2 days out the week don't really matter. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to get her, because it is important for you as a parent to step in and be like, hey, I need to make this executive decision for my child so when they grow up, they don't have a hard time doing X, Y, and Z. Well, buying proper shoes for your child is an important thing. I always tell people, if they're pregnant or if they just had a baby, it is not important for your baby to have shoes before they're walking. That's not important. That is something for you and anybody to be entertained by a child having on cute shoes if they're not walking. That has nothing to do with that child. You know what I'm saying? That child could wear socks and onesies for all I care when they crawling around and before they start walking. But when they're walking, it's important for them to have the right shoes. So if your child is walking, it is not smart for you to get those cloth shoes, even though they look cute. That's not smart because that's not going to help them build up any type of instep. That's not going to help them to build up the soles of their feet. And shoes that have like little skids on the bottom so that they don't slip when they're running is smart. Socks that have the little skid proof things on the bottom of them are smart. I know Gap is really good about that. Some brands at Walmart are good about that. There's a brand at Target that's good about that. So there's lots of options out there regarding your kid and their feet. And, just make sure, when you're getting them dressed that you stretch out their toes, play with their feet, bend it, just to make sure it's flexible. Make sure there's not anything going on that you didn't see. Just pay attention and be more mindful about what your child does when they have shoes on and how they step. And if your child is growing, I'd see when I shop for the girls, I always buy them a size up and a size that they're in. So like right now, let's say we're transitioning from summer to winter or fall. My 1-year-old is in a size 4 right now in sandals. So she has size 5 boots and sneakers. And she has size 6 sneakers already prepared. This is a good time. This is a great time for you to go into stores and buy sandals and summer shoes for next spring right now. So if your child, let's say, Ari's in 4 or 5 right now, 6, 7, ain't no way she gonna be up 3 sizes by spring. But I bought her like a 7, 8-ish size sandal for next spring because I wasn't thinking I was going to have another girl. I thought I was going to have a boy. So a lot of Anya's old things I didn't really keep. I gave away to people. So now that, I have another girl, some of what Anya does have left, she can wear like Anya's Timberland boots that she had when she's around Ari's age right now. She's going to wear that during the summer. And they have a good sole on them, so that's going to be good for her walking around. I bought her some winter boots like 6 months ago. So Ari has some like dressy boots she can wear. Anya has boots. Anya has big feet. Like for a 4-year-old, she is in a size 12. Why? I have no idea. I hope her shoe growth slows down because I can't take it. But walking shoes for your 1-year-old is very important. Get them the proper shoes. Don't get them shoes just because it's cute. Get them shoes that fit well, that feel good, and that help them walk properly. Because being an adult out here and walking crazy and your feet looking crazy as an adult, that just tells me that your parent didn't really pay attention to you as a baby and how you were walking and what needed to be corrected. Because the older you get, things become impossible that should have been looked at and dealt with as a baby. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Definitely get an Ari walking shoes. If you think your kid needs walking shoes, pay attention to how they're walking, how they're utilizing their feet, why they won't step a certain way. Talk to your pediatrician about it and see if getting walking shoes is the way to go. For me, because this is my second kid, I know this is the way to go, and that's what I'm going to do because, she already looks like her daddy, but I don't need her to walk like her daddy. She's not going to be walking on her tippy toes and not using the back of her feet, so I'm going to make sure she uses her whole foot. So I'm going to go get her some walking shoes. All right? This is Shan. Y'all be good out here. Deuces. Bye.
Bye.